writing a position description does not have to be this hard. Hey, I am Chuck, the bureaucrat, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the process of writing a position description. Now, if you have ever done this, you know that writing a position description can be an incredibly frustrating experience, but I learned a couple of techniques that really make it a breeze. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to share you my technique for quickly producing position descriptions. And in a future video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse engineer these techniques so that you can use them to customize your resume when you're applying for federal jobs. Okay, it all starts with knowing that the Office of Personnel Management, OPM, is the chief human resources agency for all of the federal government. Of course, that means that they're responsible for the hiring process. Now, if you're going to hire somebody, you're going to need a position description. And a position description is nothing more than a list of major duties, responsibilities, and then the supervisory relationship. Now, all that makes sense, but here's the neat part. The Office of Personnel Management has all the tools you need to do this, including a handbook that classifies civilian jobs into groups and series, just like branches and MOSs. Now, I do have to warn you guys, I'm an operations research kind of guy, and I've spent most of my career writing position descriptions in this series, so that's the one I'm going to use as an example. Anyways, in OPM's handbook, they provide a general description of what the group and series actually does. But trust me, this is only the beginning of how they make writing a position description easier. If you click on that hyperlink that says Operational Research Series, what it does is it takes you to another manual that gives you even greater detail about the group and the series in it. And now we start to get into the real time saver. Do you notice how in part 2 of the manual, there's a list of 9 factors? Here's the thing that nobody ever tells you when you first sit down to write a position description. The position description has to address each of those 9 factors, and the words that are used to describe each of those 9 factors are used to determine the grade, GS-14, GS-12. And even better, this manual provides the exact words that should be used for those factors. Feeling intimidated? You shouldn't be. Look at the title of this manual, Job Position Standards. This is the guide that OPM will use to judge the standards in your PD. When you dive into this manual, you're going to find out that for each factor, there's multiple levels. And for each level, it gives you the words that are associated with that level. Now, check this out. Do you see the points assigned to each factor and level combination? Once you have established the level for each of the 9 factors, what you do is you total up the points associated with each of those factor level combinations, and you compare that total to the grade classification table contained in the manual. That tells you what GS level your PD qualifies for. Now, I am not going to tell you guys what the first thing is that I do when I sit down to write a position description, but you're pretty smart, so you can probably figure it out for yourself. Now, with all this information, writing a position description is a breeze. But I know a lot of people like to have an example to work from. Well, I've said it before, and you'll probably get tired of hearing me say it. Do not Google federal documents. What you want to do is you want to go to the official repository for position descriptions. This is a website called FastClass, and it literally has thousands of position descriptions. You can put in an occupational series and a GS level, and you'll get hundreds of examples to work from. So listen, there is no reason that anybody should be intimidated by the process of writing a position description. The tools we've walked through today are going to make it a breeze for you to knock out a position description in just a couple of hours and leave your boss flabbergasted at how good you are at this process. In the meantime, I want you guys to remember that I've got an upcoming video where I take all of this information and I show you how to reverse engineer it so that you can customize your resume for a federal job. Until then, take care, stay safe, do a good job. We're counting on you guys.